All right, guys. So I'm gonna explain how to increase stamina. Um, and for you to be able to, understand this, you need to understand what stamina is, right? Stamina is being able to endure a particular activity for a long period of time, not overall stamina. You can never have overall stamina. What do I mean? Because if you're to do biking for an hour versus swimming for an hour, the stamina for both activities are going to be different. All right, because both of these skills are different. So what you have to understand about endurance and stamina is that it's actually activity specific, which means that if you're to, let's say, for example, you were to run every single day for 3 months, your stamina at running will be better, not because you improved your heart health, right? Not because you improved your cardiovascular system, but actually because you, your body became more adept and efficient at sustaining the same activity of running over time. So your body was able to basically reduce its reliance on the body and be able to run further without using that much energy. See, we're mostly an endurance type species. We're not like the gorillas, right? We're human, right? And we typically need to do things for a long period of time. Like when we want to find food, we got to be able to search for food for a long period of time. So our bodies are actually very efficient at being able to run and walk while also conserving energy without using that much of the body. So when you actually end up running a lot, right, and you start running every day and you get better and better every day, people think that, oh yeah, I'm getting in shape. Yeah, like, I'm doing better. Yay. It's like, no, you're not actually getting in shape. Like physically, you're not even changing. Neurologically though, you are. The way your nervous system is firing motor units in order to run is becoming more efficient. Your body is becoming more efficient at running and it's reducing its reliance on the body so that you can run with the least amount of fatigue possible. Do you guys understand? So endurance is actually skill. It's a skill-related activity, right? And this increased stamina and endurance will not transfer over to biking. So no matter how much you run, that will not increase your stamina with biking. Because these are two separate skills. So you can only increase stamina. So people say, like, how do I increase my stamina? Well, it's like, you can never increase overall stamina. Just like how you can't increase stamina for biking and running simultaneously, right? Now, the only way to do that is to actually increase your overall cardiovascular fitness. So you're going to have to do high intensity strength training to improve your heart health and add more mitochondria, within the muscle cells, upregulate AMPK pathway. That's what you're actually going to need to do if you want to improve overall stamina, basically be able to last longer in any activity you do. But that comes from adding more muscle. But what I'm talking about here is skill related, right? Because endurance is a combination of skill and the heart health, right? But the heart health is purely physiological. It's purely physical, whereas the skill part is neurological. It's skill, right? Which means that you can actually get better at it if you just keep practicing. So that's why, I had like a friend that told me, I was running every single day, but for some reason, like the increased stamina when I was running was not able to transfer over into the bedroom. Like I just felt worn out when I was like, like in the bedroom. I was worn out, and I told him, yeah, of course you're worn out because having sex in the bedroom and running are two different skills. So if you increase your stamina and endurance at running, that will not transfer over to increased endurance in the bedroom. So what I told him was, if you want to increase your endurance in the bedroom, you're going to have more sex. You're going to have to do more of that particular activity. Because endurance and stamina is skill related. It's skill specific. This is known as the law of specificity in like motor learning and skill transfer. This is a law, right? Which states that any movement you do would not be enhanced. It would not transfer to other movements. So if you're to just do running and improve your running, yes, you can improve your stamina at running, but don't expect that improved stamina to transfer over to swimming, to biking, or in the bedroom. Because all these skills are different. You cannot enhance overall stamina other than just increasing muscle mass and improving your cardiovascular system as a whole and improving your physiology, which is done by doing high intensity strength training. So there's a way to do it, right? There's like for example, with me, I'm extremely fit. So here's the thing. Even if I run for the first time in my entire life, right? Because I am extremely fit and I have tons of muscle, my heart is like insane. Like my resting heart rate is like very low. Like my blood pressure is like perfect, like super low, like super good, right? And because I'm in like peak physical conditioning, because my physiology, like what I am physically I'm very fit. If I were to actually go run for the very first time in my life, I might be able to outpace someone that, let's say for example, just started out with running too. Why? Because my physiology is greater. Because my cardiovascular system is more enhanced. Because I have more muscle, because I'm more fit. So even though I never ran in my entire life, I can still run faster than the guy who just started. Because my overall physical capacity is greater. But my skill is just as crap as the other guy that just started. Like in terms of skill-wise, we're on the same level as the other guy. But the reason why I'm able to outpace him faster in the beginning is just because I have more muscle. I'm more fit. My heart health is more. I have better heart health, right? Because I'm more fit. So because of that, I'm able to outpace this guy in the very beginning, even though we have the same level of skill, right? We're still beginners at running, but I'm able to outpace this guy first because I have a better body. But over time, if we both continue to train, it'll eventually get to the point where he'll be able to catch up to me and we'll be in like the same level of endurance or stamina. Because this guy would have cultivated the skill, I would have cultivated the skill of running, and over time, we would have been able to, run at similar speed, right, at running and be able to have similar stamina at running over time if we keep practicing. But then suddenly, if we suddenly start to switch roles, okay, now it's time to bike now. So if I were to start biking and this guy were to start biking all of a sudden, I would still be able to outpace him now. Because like I said, I'm outpacing him in the physical department. So even though we're both new to biking now, so we just mastered running, so we go over to biking. Even though we just mastered biking, I'm still gonna outpace the beginner. Because I'm more fit than him. I have more muscle. I'm just physically more capable. Even though our skill level is a beginner, a novice, in terms of skill we're the same, because I am more fit than him, I'll be able to outpace him in the beginning. So that's the thing with stamina, guys. It's a combination of how physically fit you are and your skill. So if you want to get better at an activity, you're going to have to practice that exact activity, but don't expect it to transfer. Because like I said, we were good at running, now we transfer over to biking. The same dude is not going to have good stamina for biking. Just because he increased his stamina and endurance with me for running does not mean the same guy will have the same level of endurance and stamina over to biking, because biking is a different skill. Right? So when he starts to bike again, then his body is going to become more efficient at biking, and it's basically his body is going to be able to find a way to keep biking without using that much energy. So it's going to reduce its reliance on the body and be able to continuously bike for a long period of time. And that is a skill component. That is not strength. So that's the thing, guys. If you want to increase stamina, it's very simple. But you have to understand that you can only increase stamina with a particular activity. So what activity do you want to increase stamina at? Do you want to increase stamina running, swimming, in the bedroom? Where do you want to increase stamina? And if you want to increase stamina in those areas, you're going to have to practice those things separately. Right? Because you can only increase stamina at those activities because it's a skill, one at a time, with one activity at a time. Right? But if you want to increase overall stamina, which comes from having the physical body, the physical capacity, you're just gonna have to add on more muscle. You're gonna have to enhance your heart health. So you're gonna have to do cardiovascular adaptations. You're gonna have to do more high intensity strength training. So if you do one set to failure on a leg press or at a workout upper body, you will improve your heart health over time doing that, and that will improve your overall fitness or overall stamina. But if you want to drastically improve stamina in one particular activity, you're going to have to practice that exact activity.